So welcome to day one of this short course, which is called Finding Stillness in the Storm. Super happy to be sharing this course with you. Also facing a few fears and nerves, and yeah, we're all learning to challenge ourselves in new ways, aren't we, during this time? So this is me trying something new. So there'll be a different theme each day this week. I know there's a few people that can't come to some sessions this week due to other commitments, but we're going to record it. And there's a different theme each day. So as you've looked at the themes, probably there'll be some that really resonate with you and others that you think, oh, I'm not that fussed about. But I do invite you to come and get involved in each of them. And if there's one of the titles in particular that really kind of got you awakening up, or you thought, oh, I really want to do that one, that's probably something that you might want to come back to next week or delve into a little bit deeper. So this course, I thought about it about 4 weeks ago, and because here in Spain there was not a lot of people talking about mental health awareness or mind. It seemed to be a lot on physical health. And I just thought, well, what can I do that can bring people together, make them feel more connected, make them feel calmer, more at peace. And I woke up during the middle of the night one night and I thought, oh, doing a short course, a mindfulness-based short course. But I didn't get on with it straight away. And why didn't I get on with it straight away? Well, what is the number one reason that we don't do anything? Does anyone know? Who wants to write something? So number one reason that we don't do most things.
Fear.
Oh, I thought I muted you all then. So it is fear. Yes, exactly, fear. So today we're talking a little bit about fear, because fear is the opposite of groundedness. Just going to close that. And I'd imagine that all of you have experienced fear, some probably more than others over the past couple of months. And fear is, it's a natural response in the body when we're being faced with something that threatens us. But it's quite easy for us to really get caught up in a fear narrative and going round and round and around in a circle. So I'd just like to invite you to become aware of moments when you fall into fear over the next week, and just see if you can distance yourself and become the witness to what is happening. So I'm just going to ask you to close your eyes for a second. Just taking a moment to find a tall seat. That's it. And just welcoming yourself home to you and your body. And just take a moment to connect your sitting bones down into either the chair or the ground. So I'm perched up on a block today. And then from this anchoring down through the sit bones, the spine is nice and tall and the crown is just shining up towards the ceiling. Chin's coming in a tiny little bit just to create space through the back of the neck. And then just bring your hands so that they're halfway up your thigh and the palms are facing upwards. And I really just want you to relax your arms. And I'd just like you to take 8 really deep breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth. Breathing in and out. Breathing in. Breathing in. And just flowing like this, just breathing in and out the mouth. Awesome. And then just allow your breath to be nice and natural. And I'd just like you to gently shift your weight from left to right. So it's kind of like you're just exploring the flesh around the sit bones. And then find your midpoint. Find your middle and just come back into stillness. You can keep your eyes closed throughout. And then just drop your awareness down to your lower belly. So few finger widths below your navel. And all I'd like you to do is breathe into this space through your nose. And then breathe out, lengthen your spine. So you're going to inhale into the lower belly. You're going to pause, breath full. And then you're going to exhale out, lengthen your spine. So when you're ready, inhale, draw the breath down into the lower belly. Exhale, lengthen your spine, relax your shoulders. Inhale, draw the breath down into the lower belly. Exhale, lengthen your spine, draw the shoulders down. Inhale, draw your breath into the lower belly. Exhale, lengthen your spine. Three more, inhaling. Exhaling, lengthening spine. Inhale, breath comes down into lower belly. Exhale, spine lengthens, shoulders come down. Just one more. Awesome. And then just allow your breath to be natural. So I'm just going to ask you a few questions right now while you're in this spacious state. And you can either jot the answer down or you can just make a mental note of it. So question number one, and you're going to give yourself a score from 0 to 10. So 0 is obviously the lowest and 10 is the highest. And just allow the answer to bubble up from within you. In the past week, most days, how grounded have you felt? How grounded have you felt? So just give yourself a little score out of 10. Question number two. In the past week, how much have you experienced fear? And again, just let the answer bubble up without forcing it, whatever number seems to come up. How often have you experienced fear? And the last question, right now in this moment, how grounded and connected and centered do you feel? Again, just give yourself a little score. How grounded and connected and centered do I feel right now? So you can keep your eyes closed. So when we're feeling grounded, we feel and we know that we're supported. We feel comforted in our own body. We feel stable, we feel secure. And we feel really in balance. And when we feel ungrounded, we feel really disconnected. We can't settle, we have poor focus, we're very disorganized, we have poor boundaries. So in today's session, we're going to be working on grounding ourselves a little bit more and seeing if any messages come up for how we can be more grounded in our lives. So I'd like you, with your mind's eye, to travel deep, deep, deep within your body. So you're coming from the outer layers of your body. I'd like you to imagine you're traveling all the way into your pelvic bowl. So traveling deep into your pelvic bowl. And just finding yourself at the center of your pelvic bowl. And I'd like you to really feel and sense that there's a small red flower right at the center of your pelvic bowl. Ruby red flower, whichever kind presents itself to you. And then just imagining and feeling clearly that instead of this flower having a stem, it actually has a bright red cord. So it's a deep ambery red cord. And this cord that's attached to the flower is coming down through your pelvic bowl, and it's coming out of your opening. And it's starting to travel down through the ground beneath you. And this cord, this connection is now starting to travel through the building that you're in. Imagine it if you're in an apartment, traveling through every single floor that's beneath you until eventually it gets into the outer crust of the earth. And just pause there and just start to feel this connection from you and your pelvis to the first layer of the earth. And then continuing now to release this cord, this red cord from you down, starting to enter the earth, passing down through the first layers of the earth, maybe coming across the pipes or whatever is underneath your building, the basement. Keep traveling down and down and down and down and down. Through the layers of mud and rock. Traveling all the way further down now into the belly of the earth. Traveling through the layers of rock and mantle. And just notice the temperature starting to increase as we make our way towards the center of the earth. Until eventually we start to get to the core of the earth. And as we get to this core, imagine you plugging in this cord from you into ruby red crystal, which is right at the center of our planet. And just take some breaths knowing now that you're plugged in right to the core of our planet. And as you're plugged in now, I'd just like you to really gently ask some questions. Again, you can either jot them down as we're going, or at the end of the session today, you can come back. First question is, what does planet Earth need me to know today? What does planet Earth need me to know today? And just allow the answer to bubble up. And second question, how can I be less in fear? Again, asking the core of the earth, how can I be less in fear? And again, just allowing any answers to come up. Third question, what can I do today to feel more grounded and connected? So again, we're inquiring to the center of the earth. What can I do today to feel more connected, more grounded, and just allowing any clear answers to bubble up. So again, I'll just repeat those questions if there's any other answers that need to come up. So what can I do to experience less fear? What can I do today to feel more grounded and more connected? And what does planet Earth need me to know today? And just taking your last 10 breaths with this connection down with the belly of the earth now. Just keep breathing in and out this grounded, connected energy, knowing that you are plugged deeply into the core of the planet right now. Just last few breaths of feeling this deep, beautiful connection between you and planet Earth. Any final questions now from Mother Earth? Anything I need to know today? Beautiful final question. Asking the earth, how can I serve you today? How can I serve the planet today? Again, just allowing any messages to bubble up from the center of our planet into you. And then I'd like you to imagine that you're very gently retracting now your cord that connects you into the earth. Just imagine you're drawing that back in. So you've gently cut your cord and you're traveling back up from the core through the layers of rock, mantle and crust. So you're winding in your line back into you. So traveling up through the earth, all the way back up through all those layers. And then drawing the cord back up through the building that you're in, through the floors, if there is any floors. And then back up to within you, and just reconnecting to that small red flower now that's right at the center of your pelvis. I'm just going to invite you to close your third finger, so your ring finger, just gently close it, whichever way intuitively you're guided to. So this is your earth finger. And just knowing that although you've released that connection to you and the earth, that groundedness, it's now permanently always there for you to go back to when you need to feel grounded. Some affirmations to help with groundedness. I'm safe. I'm secure. I am connected. I am here. This is me. I am here. This is me. So again, in affirmations for groundedness. I am safe. I am here. This is me. I am supported. I am grounded. I am connected. Awesome. And then to finish, just bring your hands over your lower belly. And any periods where we do experience any kind of fear and negative energy, just by bringing your hands onto your lower belly, it's really calming for the nervous system, helps us to feel more grounded. So just last few breaths with your hands on your lower belly, maybe bring a gentle smile to your face. I'm just observing any differences in your mind or your emotional field or your body. And just bringing your head down. And just flicking open your eyes to have a look at your hands on your belly. Awesome. So you've now, you've got some time to, after the session, to have a journal about anything that came up for you. And your homework for tomorrow is the following. So I'd like you to give yourself a little foot massage. Doesn't matter if you're not trained in this. I'd really like you to spend a couple of minutes really connecting to your feet. And then I'd like you to go out into nature and take your shoes and socks off. And the options are either to come back to that small plugging in we did of connecting your pelvis down, connecting your feet down into the earth. Or the other option, if you've got a tree near you, I would love you to go and hug the tree. But as you're doing either of those things, so either connecting down through the ground or to the tree, I really want you to come back to that. Is there any messages I need to receive from the planet? The tree hugging thing does work because trees absorb negative energy. I'm sure everybody here already knows that. But I'd just like you to spend a few minutes at some point, either this afternoon or tomorrow morning, but before we meet again, go and give yourself a little foot massage, take yourself into nature, and either have a walk on the ground, again, just connecting in with any messages that need to come up, or hugging a tree. And that's your homework. I'm just going to unplug you all now. If anybody's, see how you're doing. So you're welcome. If anybody needs to shoot off now, you can. How's everybody doing? Okay.
Yeah, good, thank you. Great.
Yeah. Anybody got anything they're dying to share? No?
Yeah, I'm good.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Did you all get some kind of message coming up? Yeah. Okay.
Thank you.
You're being very kind. You're very, very welcome. So I shall see you tomorrow. Tomorrow our theme is flow. So it's going to be all about creativity.
Fantastic.
And yeah, so enjoy your homework. If you can take a picture of wherever you're going this afternoon to go and get with nature. Yeah, you can take a picture, and I'm probably going to set up like a little Facebook group at some point so we can share our photos. But that's it for today.
Thank you, Katie.
Thank you.
Katie.
Beautiful.
Good day.
Thanks. Bye, everyone.
Hasta mañana.
Bye.
Bye. See you again.
Mwah.
Mwah.